Turn the world.
Fuck no.
Happy Friday. Welcome to another episode of Cognac Confessionals. I'm your host, Sean. Here at Where Media Meets Studios in conjunction with VJTV, Feral Films, History in the Making Entertainment, Keep It Cloudy Productions. Who else we affiliated with? Shit, everybody.
Shit, hella motherfuckers.
All right. So, yeah, happy Friday. Sagittarius season.
Mm-hmm.
Like, thank everybody for the birthday wishes yesterday. Appreciate it. It was great.
Mm-hmm.
Had a great time. Man, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I went to see Robert Glasper last night at Yoshi's. Dope, dope.
I'm not familiar.
Oh man, dope at Yoshi's last night.
It's
Be
like
there
a,
until Sunday.
what you talking about, musician or something?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, all the Yoshis.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was
Niggas
great.
had turned another year and they got cultured on us.
Man, I do the Yoshi's, man. I go to that. It was great, man. So yeah, let my guest, my get Villa. See, it's the yak already.
Yeah, man, it's been a
Weather.
great.
San Lorenzo.
Uh, inevitable.
Okay.
And, and also, looking forward to working on that.
Okay. That's good.
Shout out to Maurice Chapman too. He
Oh, yes, sir.
did a cool photo shoot for the probation period. Shout out to Mac Ream and Carmella and all them.
Yeah, shout out to Steve. Matter of fact, Steve's birthday was
Yeah,
last week too.
yeah, we went to everything. Liquor. Plenty of liquor.
I hear you, man. So I've been Saturday this weekend.
Oh,
Pitbull and
right.
Roach.
I actually thought Roach won.
Roach won that fight, man. So
I thought he won.
I'm just gonna say that, man. Roach won that fight. It's once again it shows how motherfuckers just not having faith in sports and showing you that shit
Right.
be some bullshit.
Cause I actually thought he beat. I thought he beat Tank as well.
Yeah, he
I
did.
mean, but that draw was a little closer. But I thought he won.
Yeah.
But I thought he clearly beat Pitbull. Pitbull
Oh,
got off to a hell of a start.
and
But I
then
thought he
slowed down.
outboxed him. But I'm gonna tell you what Roach's real problem
Mm.
is he gonna need to switch trainers, and he gonna need to because one thing that Roach is missing as a boxer is he don't got that snap at the end of his punches,
Mm.
and that snap makes a difference between you can clearly hurt guys or not. And if he'd have had more moments where he'd have maybe snapped Pitbull's head back more, hurt him more,
Mm.
then they wouldn't have been able to rob him with that stopping power.
He got robbed.
His delivery mechanisms on his punch. This, right?
Mm.
And Pitbull has beat both of these supposed top guys. So realistically, Roach is a top guy.
Mm-hmm.
But until he gets that ability, don't leave it in the hands of the judges
Never.
unless you could do a Mayweather and win 10 or 11 rounds.
You got
But if it's close and you ain't the house dude, because against Tank was the money.
Yeah.
Against Pitbull's the money.
Yeah.
So
That fight wasn't close. It was not close. He landed
Oh, I thought he clearly
Yeah.
won too.
He damn near landed. He like 47 or 46% of his punches.
Mm-hmm.
That's to pit bull who
It looked like they was two weight classes apart.
it was one fight. I can't remember the name, but it was a knockout that was crazy.
Oh, that was the dude that had he.
I don't remember the dude's name, but
It might be a career ending.
it was epic. It was
That is that Errol Spence was there in the crowd looking healthy, and then he later on did an interview and he said, "Oh, Errol Spence, even though he did lose badly to Crawford, he is still the number one draw amongst black fighters, him and Tank. So if Errol Spence comes back and he fights at Cowboy Stadium, they're gonna put 40,000 heads up in there. And guess who? It's gonna be 40,001 because your boy in the house. And you know, since it's Errol Spence, I might go ahead on and splurge a little bit and not be a, like when I went to go see Crawford and Canelo. I was so high up that this is me at the screen. It was easy for me, and I ain't got 20/20 vision no more, so it was easy for me to watch the fight on the screen. Put on and step it up and get some decent tickets.
Be down there
Look for me on the broadcast.
We'll be down there sitting low. I'm trying to think what else been going on. It's been
A lot of things going on in the media that people aren't paying attention to, but
Mhm.
they don't. But they really should. Trump is back in the bids, and what people exactly, and we not you not all the way, but they at least subjectively try to play neutral.
not no more.
But one thing you can say about the so-called right wing is that they have no problem with really shoving an agenda down your throat, and they'll shove your agenda to the point where it's ridiculous. And one day, a TV show was on, and they were sitting there talking to each other, and they said, I'll "Interrupt," because I was like, I want to hear where this is going.
Right.
And then they said, one of them said, "I don't like when there's a bunch of black people on the screen." And I'm sitting there looking like, what the fuck, right? And then I realized I had to remember they spend a lot of their time on TikTok, social media, and a lot of people don't realize that bring in very smart people, but they've already been influencing your kids. They don't like diversity. And the correlation that if it wasn't for charges for diversity, if it wasn't for people being woke, our asses would still be in a field in Alabama. So, but there was a saying, I don't know if it was Malcolm X or who said it, but they said, if you allow an enemy to educate your children,
oh yeah, that's not that shit.
You're a fool. And what we've done is we are literally allowing, through the social media, we're allowing right wingers who hate us to influence our kids to hate the values that got them free. It's a cold game.
Definitely.
So I just say all that to say, if you got any young people in your life, kind of check out their opinions on things. Don't talk down to them or nothing like that. Ask them questions. Kind of see where they're coming from, and this and that. And if they have been poisoned with that bullshit, you ain't gotta educate them. Just say, check out these differences.
Right.
But you also gotta kind of know what you're talking about too.
Definitely.
You just can't just get the spouting left wing talking points to their right wing talking points because now we just all just spout. Let them know they're being influenced by people who have a in a generation where she's saying that there's literally parents when she sends home homework, there's parents showing up at the school to try to fight her
Wow.
because bitch, it's your job to teach them. And I can't be bothered to do shit at home. Not read no book, not look at no homework. Like they want to come and get physical with her.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Over assigning homework.
To pull Diddy's Netflix documentary down immediately. Diddy is what.
Yeah.
No. I'm just gonna say this real quick. I never was a fan, y'all, and you notice I'm not capping. This ain't no seasonal shit. I never was been a fan of Diddy since the '90s. Never have. I've always had my stance against this weird dude. I just, I try not to hate on melanated people, but I never was a fan. Was none of that. I was like, this nigga's weird. Something's up. I didn't like his sneak dissing and weird shit back even then. But here's the thing. I saw something. People, the shit, but y'all don't say shit when the pilgrim. You niggas selective outrage is a motherfucker. And I get the part of kick a brother when he down, but at the same time, fuck that. If you doing weird ass shit to people and all that, fuck you. I don't give a fuck who you are. You can be related to me, and it's gone with the wind with your motherfucking ass.
Fuck kicking the brother.
You gotta quit. Down. You gotta quit giving motherfuckers passes for shit.
This though. Fuck Diddy.
All day.
That's who did some weird shit, right? But if a nigga come along and trying to pimp the victims and pimp the because he got an like right now,
there's some sucker shit involved in this. I get it.
Okay, that's the bottom line.
I'm gonna keep it once again. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Like for instance, that Sarah Chapman, one of the broads featured in the thing, and he said that that she was a Tupac girlfriend, and
oh, I did see something.
Right, but now he's saying that he said how the girl has been public. In fact, the girl was at that her name this and that. So now you got this. So while 50's playing like he's a crusader, you got thousands, maybe a million perverts now searching this little black girl whose only crime example of I don't like people playing in my face. Sure. It's like this. We know Diddy did some wild shit. Yeah. But This ain't the time to play.
I need some of that.
And if he do play, don't put the kids in it. But let's just not kid each other. 50's a god awful human being. I like his shows. I watch his. Canceled it, and I said, cool, whatever. But I was over BMF last year when they had a broad on there with the flamethrower.
Oh,
she
yeah.
had the flamethrower.
Yeah.
All I do is I watch way too. With the flamethrower, I had the remote, and I remember saying to myself,
"This shit corny as fuck."
What they say, it jumped the shark.
Mm-hmm.
That was the moment. Hey, even though and then they was all in Mexico gun battling with the cartel and shit. I'm sitting there like,
fucking helicopter,
man, knock it off.
Yeah, that's shit like Call of Duty. I was like, nah, not.
And I watch so much TV that sometimes I literally map my life around TV. Like, oh shit, it's Saturday. I ain't gotta go to no event. Fucking TV. That's what I'm doing today. If I eat a meal, the meal is going to be delivered to me because I'm not moving. But
I do that shit.
Me with the remote. All right, man.
Yeah, my tolerance for shows get the like this shit.
So that's why I watch TV. So I'm a TV critic. So if I recommend a show to you, like I'm recommending Welcome to Derry,
I'm gonna watch
it. If I recommend a TV show to you, hey, yeah. Well, this is literally. Oh, really? Yeah. There's been two.
I know. But I'm talking about the original.
Well, you know what? It did come in the early 90s. Let me tell you something. In the early 90s, all kinds of black sitcoms and stuff like that. And I be seeing on YouTube, and people be like, I didn't see none of that. People say, oh, it used to come on Saturday nights. I'm like, oh. Sometimes I'll be on YouTube and I'm watching black shows, and I'll look and say, oh, so and so had a show. If it wasn't time to party, because unfortunately, party all my 20s and the 90s. Like, I wasn't a nigga. Sunday. I went to Freaky Mondays at Cherie's. I went to
End Zone,
Ladies Night Wednesday at the End Zone. I literally, they didn't have Taco Tuesday back in them days.
It was tacos every day because we was always at the taco.
But it's 7 nights in a week. On the average week, I went out at least 5. Mm-hmm. So a lot of shit that went, and we. I don't do the club thing. We'll do it, and I remember them type of kids. Now they got big earrings and they riding Harleys and they had all the motorcycle functions and stuff like that. And I'm sitting there, I party so much.
She's not interested now.
I'm over it. And now I look up and this dude is 51 and he in the club going through a midlife crisis. Yeah. So hey, my advice to any young people watching, right now, while you're young, you're in your prime, go kick it. If it's spring break, go on spring break. Palm Springs. Man, go to Mexico. Go on cruises, man. Oh, man, they're having a step. That's why we ain't. That's why we now as mature
I was
men.
on stage at the Greek show in high school in 92 at the Greek show.
But that's why now, because as mature men, we ain't sitting around fucking up our lives someplace, because when we was of a certain age, when we was young niggas, we did young nigga shit.
I got to experience shit. And now
I feel sorry for 50-year-old niggas that's literally
just now
trying to relive.
Got it. Yeah, it's okay.
It's more fun at 28 than it is at 58. Hey, y'all, we only come this way once, and in the grand scheme of things, we only here for a little while. So, man, enjoy yourself, man. Enjoy yourself.
Build and put some coins away for tomorrow. Because
hey,
when you get
party
older,
like there's no tomorrow, but also save like you go. Party like you gonna be. Get it.
You can do both. You gotta feed both wolves.
Always. Grew up in a very financially irresponsible household.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a lot of relatives. Inherited nothing, this and that, right? Now, my paternal side, and the cool part about it is in my maternal side, we look at my paternal side and call them ghetto. But on my paternal side, niggas left houses, niggas left accounts, niggas left classic cars. So, you know, it's one of those. Left estate. Mm-hmm. But just that's unfortunate. But right now, one of your only missions is to make sure that if the AC transit bus crossed the line on the freeway and you're done, and you ain't in a position to where your offspring will be good, well, if tomorrow ain't your last day, then you need to spend tomorrow trying to see for $500,000 for basically the cost of an eighth. And people say, "Oh, some old people." If it's good for 20 years, mm-hmm. and something happened to you, and there's $1 million could come to your family, then that can maintain them. But in 20 years, and when it expires, your kids will be in their 30s, mm-hmm. and you should have accumulated something. And here's the thing. I want to tell y'all now. Mm-hmm. This Bay Area is expensive.
You know, motherfucker.
You know what I'm saying? You really... so much advice and game over the years. Pretty much on... Dude, Reese is giving me solid game that saved me money and helped me on things, and he did it based on no more than I was your friend.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Like, no benefit to him. Oh, you Sean's folks. Okay, let me tell you what to do. Whoop-de-whoop, you do this and you good. And I'm like, I haven't been around a lot of brothers like that in my life who could literally stop and give me game mm-hmm. on how to come up at no benefit to themselves. So a lot of cats would be like, man, fuck you. And me and him didn't even have a direct connection. He's your friend,
Yeah.
and he was willing to give me game. So shout out to that brother, man. He's one of the realest cats that I've ever met. Cause damn, that was solid. That was solid as fuck.
Real estate, they do remodeling, they do. Got for the Herald.
But I'm here to tell you, the Bay Area, you kind of got to be a six-figure dude just to jump in on that. And unfortunately,
a lot of y'all ain't got it.
But here's the thing. One thing I learned back in the late 80s, you know, not to give up too much game, but we look around here and it was niggas doing whoop-de-whoop, right? And damn, we can't even get a pigeonhole in that. So we get on Greyhound buses and go to Oklahoma, go here, go there, and it was much more financially lucrative. Well, you got to apply that. So people say a lot of things about the 80s, but one thing about the 80s is it really taught us how to hustle. The 70s taught us how to dance, to be groovy on Soul Train. The 80s, cast the Bay Area is too expensive to get in, and you're a working man and this and that, right? But guess what? Every single one of us got a family member in Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama. You all got family. They might be a couple generations removed, whatever. Tap in with them. And guess what? You take the very same paycheck that you're getting in the Bay Area. You go out to Alabama, you go out to Mississippi, and you get some. Shout out to Rosenthal because he put me up on.
Shout out to Chief, man.
He put me up on a real estate play out there. He's out in Mississippi right now.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying though is that if the Bay this and that, you can't sit on the sidelines and not play. Now if you are lucky enough and you're liquid enough to get in this Bay game, then get in the Bay game because it's bigger. Bay, do you call that cousin in Fresno or you call that cousin in Alabama? You say what's happening. If you got to, a lot of y'all don't realize your family might got land sitting in Louisiana vacant land. You go in there, you throw a trailer on there and start renting. But whatever you renting it to somebody, but whatever you do,
build a compound.
Get pass them assets on to your next generation. I'm just saying, let every step be for the future.
Here's the thing. They say, people talk about, oh, this is what my wishes is. I'm going to tell you right now. Get you a living trust. It ain't cheap. It costs. Hey, you can be like, hey, I'm going to leave a car to you. I'm going to leave this to you. I'm going to leave this to you. But what happens is you go to probate and they like, no, we need
Sexy Mark, we got you.
What's happening?
She said we're going to help with her bills. You talking about Christmas bills or just bills in general?
Oh, you bet.
She said what's help with my bills.
Okay. Yeah. But get you a living trust. Because like I said, yeah, you with your properties and this and that, you know. But the state get involved, it's probate. So the revenues and shit that's owed and whatever, they're gonna get their shit first.
I had a family
and your
member
family ain't
passed and
prepared.
probate got in the mix, and some kind of way the probate court got paid. Some stuff.
So I'm just telling you, and I'm not saying what I don't know. I'm saying what I actively participate in. I make sure my shit good, and I'm building.
And also check on your old folks. Which is supposed to be like, if you was out here and you just couldn't take care of yourself as public guardian, you're supposed to step in. It's your public guardian. Yeah. You know what happens to a lot of old people? Say their kids died, the grandkids don't come fuck with them, this and that, right? They die, and they have assets, they have all this and that. And no one knows. But here's the thing. They be having houses, property, this and that. But here's the thing. No one even
If y'all don't know what I did, I just signed on the dotted line
and now
put myself in position to add to my wealth.
And now the public guardian is in control of these assets. Mm-hmm. But there's probably a grandkid down in LA or a great grandkid or something who could have used this house that grandma bought for $40,000 in 1962 that's now worth $927,000, right? But guess what? The public guardian will then say, "Hey, Shizzle, you're a real estate guy. Hey, tell you what, we're a public entity. Take this, do something with it, and keep that, and then kick us back a share." Mm-hmm. All right.
And with a living trust, you get to put the order. First, you can say, "This is the order of what I want." You get to put everything how you want it. And with a living trust, and a living trust outrules everything. You better learn.
Listen to this game. Listen to this game, because here's the thing: none of us
and get houses.
Do you want just any motherfucker coming along
and put shit in place with people? Here's another thing I'm gonna tell y'all when it comes to us, because one of the things that we as melanated people mess up with, you can't put emotions in business. There's no there's no room for emotions when it comes to business.
No.
And that's where we fuck up. You gotta carry out those, not emotion based. Mm-hmm. Now, if a person can be emotional but can handle the business, great. But you have people in there I don't be in the office trying to turn over tables. This is what they said, and when I was 17, they told me I was gonna get the library and this. Mm-hmm. All that emotion shit gets you looked at and laughed at when it comes to court proceedings. Keep your emotion. I'm gonna tell you something. The real sit on them.
Yeah, because here's the thing.
And it's hard. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to sound heartless. I'm just really trying to tell you. You have to have somebody who can weed through the bullshit and the emotional trauma in these situations and forge through and make these decisions and carry out and stand up for the principles that you put down and when you made this. Places to do it, but you can do it with an attorney. Attorney will have more action for different stuff, but you have groups who can sit you through and go through some stuff, but they can't give you legal advice on it. Now, hey, once again, if you can muster up whatever it is to deal with an attorney that can advise you more, because I'm gonna go back half a step when it comes to the game and can tell you, oh, hey, wait a minute, this is this, no, but you can do no. You need somebody with that, because you don't know what the fuck you don't know. Mm-hmm. You will never know what you don't know until you know. But the more you know, the more you'll find out that it's more that you don't know.
And let's address the elephant in the room. I'm 100% black. I'm blackity black. Melanated, super.
I get what you're saying.
Super nigga.
Yeah.
And I grew up amongst fully niggas.
Nubian tells you and Africans.
Unfortunately, and I was just having a variation of this discussion with somebody who was saying that, people can't afford certain things and this and that, right? Yeah. But here's the thing. There's an important word that the people I grew up with, including my mom and my aunts and my siblings, this and that, there's an important word that's missing, and that word is discipline. Nobody had discipline. Because here's the thing. I have people I'm related to who right now are always hitting me. They always need a little help with something, right? But the thing is that you really gotta, at a certain point, you gotta have the discipline to, one, increase. We live in a real world capitalist society, right?
Yeah.
So whatever your chosen profession is,
Mm-hmm.
are you really maximizing it? Like, I've worked with people who, if they go get, like, I literally work with people that if they go get this extra certificate, they get this much raise.
$200,000. Yeah.
If they go get this other certificate that they could get in a few hours, go get this, and they don't even go do it. So they're not maximizing their earning power.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have people saying that they can't afford life insurance.
Right.
Or they can't afford, or like go get a living trust, they can't afford the lawyer, right? But I say, if you could go 2-3 months without smoking and drinking, then you have the money right there. And I'm not saying don't smoke and drink ever.
Yeah.
Just go
Sacrifice.
2-3 months.
Discipline.
If you go 2-3 months without smoking and drinking, or when you get that income tax check for $5,000-$6,000, well then you can go get the law. So I deal with. In fact, I was listening, and I tried not to get involved, but it was Thanksgiving, and somebody was telling the younger kids that they need to steal, because sometimes you got, right now y'all doing good, but you got to do what you got to do. And then they would start talking about a story about how they was doing what they had to do, and that's the problem. Y'all ain't willing to do it. And then I'm thinking, you don't have to do that, because
put yourself in position.
Because the people that were supposed to provide for you to keep you from doing what you had to do, they were so busy kicking in and partying that the money was short. So yeah, you had to go shoplift, this and that. But it still comes back to somebody at some point didn't handle business, and now everybody had to do what they had to do.
Right.
And that was so. I might as well have been talking Chinese.
And then you have
to a pig.
Right. And then in our community, you have the family that everybody be like, oh, I don't want to go over that person because they act too raw and this and that. Because you got family members who had to discipline. I'm gonna break it down for you. Discipline means the plan. Discipline. Discipline. This the plan.
We was talking about this last week, remember?
Yeah. This the plan. I've been, that's been my shit since high school. I've been telling the cat that discipline. That's what discipline means. This the plan. Stick to it. You know, because you can get distracted.
Emotions, whatever.
You can have shit that happen out of the blue to where it's always going to be a curveball, a monkey wrench, or something that takes you out of your normal pattern.
But as a full-grown adult, you need to have emergency funds. You need to, and this is where it gets tricky. Well, man, things is hard, this and that. Okay, well, for the next 3 months, don't DoorDash your meals. Get in the kitchen and cook.
Thank you.
Don't smoke. Don't drink. Put up that money, because what you gonna do if your transmission fall out your car, you gonna go get you one of them old payday loans or whatever.
And remember, now they make it to where that shit come up on your credit report.
Just y'all. No one is. There's some people I'm probably gonna save, but I can't save everybody. And there's some people that might want to save you, but they can't save everybody. We are our own Caesar Borgia, but you gotta feel like you worthy of saving and worthy of some discipline. But I'm talking to people. This and that, but at a certain point, I don't care if you're 23. Not having, of always not getting what you want. Always, I know you gotta be tired. So, but you come sprinkle you with nothing. This and that. Everything you need brave enough and strong enough to reach in, pull out what's already in you, and then live the life that you were supposed to.
You will spend the rest of your existence building somebody else's wealth.
Hallelujah.
Because it will always be somebody who has to and there will always be somebody who has to do the bottom work.
Yeah. In a capitalist society, there has to be an underclass.
Poor. It just means there will always be somebody who does the grunt work.
Right.
When you put pride and you really start putting shit together, the janitor. Remember, here's the thing. Great benefits, they do buku shit.
Same as the mailman.
The mailman, same thing. The have these type of jobs. There's always going to be somebody who got somebody that has to do these different things. Learn it, capitalize on it.
At a certain point, you have to become aware. You have to become woke. You have to be able to look back and intelligently see what's going on, formulate a plan to get to the other side. Or roll with the punches, because you, as a melanated person in this modern Babylon, because we are the descendants of sharecroppers, adoration. But one underclass, second class citizens. But since we rose up and said we went over as that, they then bring in the Caribbeans, the Africans, the poor from Eastern Europe, who are willing to be that underclass, and that's a fuck you to us. These people are coming into this country based on the Civil Rights Act and that increased immigration. And the first thing these people are doing when they immigrate in is try to assimilate into whiteness. And one of the things that they want to feel as whiteness is, okay, the white people say fuck you to the melanated people.
Fuck you to the melanated people.
And the other melanated people that are coming, we like, oh, well, these are brothers. We kin and shit. And they're saying, hey, we not like them. We okay, but I say all that to say that
for that bullshit.
You can't relax. You can't chill. You can't be casual. You can't let your grandkids and kids be raised by the tablets. You can't not put the work in. You can't not take extra courses to do. You have to be intentional, and your intention needs to be, let me build up my kingdom, and also let me build up a legacy to leave forward. And if you're not doing that, I really honestly don't know what you. Unfortunately, meet the wrong end of the AC transit bus or planet fall out, whatever. Break the cycle.
You got to.
And it might say, hey, for 2026, I can't smoke. For 2026, I can't drink. For For 2026,
There may be
for
some
2026,
months.
I got to take some classes and get me some certificates or a degree. And for 2026, I got to be disciplined and I got to do whatever I can to move my family forward.
Whatever your vices are, control them. Because a person who can, everybody
John.
gonna have some type of vice.
What's
What's
up?
up, John? Yeah, everybody gonna have vices,
Mhm.
whether it's sexual or it's alcohol,
Right.
it's weed, it's.
But
I
you're
ain't
not
talking
an
about the
animal.
weird shit,
You can
but
overcome
you
your
can
base
have-
instincts.
You can be a person who's OCD, like I gotta go shopping at this type of
Right.
store only, or I only like this type of stuff. Here's the thing, I'm gonna tell you something. This is back in the '90s. I was at a car dealership,
Mm-hmm.
right, and they was telling me what my car note could be, and I'm, I wasn't balling or nothing at the time.
Right.
I had a little bit of something, but I was like, shit. I first started with the phone company. I was like, man.
Mm-hmm.
And they like, man, you could do this and that. And the car
His
salesman
options.
told me this. He said, brother, all that mean is at lunch you don't need a soda. You can, do this, do that. And I was like, dude, you tripping. I was young, but you know what I'm saying? But that he was really telling me some real shit.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, man, you know what I'm saying, man, like you said, pack your lunch. You ain't got to do this and that. You young, you thinking, oh man, I gotta go out to lunch. I'm spending this.
Shit, now I gotta go to lunch. I gotta take the cutie from the secretary
right,
pool to lunch with me.
Little feeling, man, you know what I'm saying? I can't be pulling up with peanut butter and jelly sandwich. They gonna laugh and think I'm a joke.
I need to put me. The Alpine with the
what Birdman say, that stock shit stank. Yeah, you keep listening to that bullshit. Just like these reality shows, and like this is the thing. I saw something that said that it was something where a bunch of people went somewhere. I don't know if it was Jamaica somewhere, but then it was storms, whatever hit, and the planes and flights and shit got canceled. So people stuck out there, and you don't have means to get, because now you remember, if you stuck somewhere, 9 times out of 10 they ain't letting you stay for free. You better extend your shit. So, and once again, go out. But
you only had enough you only had enough for the 5-day stay.
Right.
And now you're on day number 8.
Now you stuck in like, how can I get back? Because you got to go to work.
You got to give them your
watch.
watch.
Up your PDOs and whatever. Hey.
And you call it sick, hella unnecessary. So now the job like, hey,
dog,
if you're not here, man, we're going to fire you because you was already on probation.
Don't let these reality shows, and once again, it's a double-edged sword, so please take what I say.
Yeah, don't let hookers and hoes
don't let
be your guide in life.
Because it's like I said, it's a double-edged sword. Go out and see the world. True.
But if you stack up and handle your business, you can do all that.
And you got to be prepared. Because actually, I remember there was a documentary on a couple who on their third date, this is when COVID hit, they went out and ended up being stuck for 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
Could you imagine if some Negroes, 3 months? Could you be out of the country for 3 months? Can you for real? I'm just saying. Think about
these
that.
These cats would be unemployed.
Can you imagine your apartment, your duplex, your whatever? Man, it's gone. Come back, your shit sold. Auction, your shit on Storage Wars, gone. So you gotta plan the long game, man. I'm just keeping it a buck with y'all. You gotta plan the long game. There's nothing wrong with going to see the world, and I get it. Y'all want to stunt for people on the gram and social media.
Who will laugh at you if things go bad for you.
I travel, I go places and be like, because I like to have fun. But
I'm headed to Mexico in a couple weeks.
Yeah, I go places and fly out and do shit, plan family trips that, I build for shit. You got to build because you want to enjoy life. You don't want to sit there and work and never have no joy. Mm-hmm. Or all you did all your life was work and you ain't did nothing to enjoy the fruits of your labor. So please go out and enjoy shit. Do it responsibly. Please. Because, can you imagine? Because here's the thing. When you die and you don't have stuff in place, your employer is going to take everything.
Man, your seat ain't even gonna be. I had a partner, man. He died. He had put in 18 years with the company.
Mm-hmm.
He died. He died on Wednesday. Thursday they had a meeting. Let everybody know, dude died, right?
Mm-hmm.
Immediately after the meeting, the only concern was who was gonna take dude's spot because we got to keep this thing going and whoopty whoop, whoopty whoop. And I'm sitting there like, as I'm sitting in the meeting, and they like, okay, we're gonna, and I'm sitting there like, blood body might not even be cold yet, and niggas is in here like, okay, what we got to do
nine times out of 10, your corporation you work for has insurance on you that they're the beneficiary.
Especially Walmart.
That they're the beneficiary. So think about that. Like I said, you gotta build.
Walmart even got policies on the stock people, like people who they got $40,000 policies on people that they ain't even paying $40,000 a year to. So if you die, Walmart actually makes a profit.
Yeah, and that's the world we live in.
Yeah, Tesla too.
Every corporation does.
A lot, yeah. They have a lot of people don't understand. Check.
Exactly. That's something that a lot of people don't think about. Most of your employers have some type of insurance policy on you that they're the beneficiary. Look it up. It's there. It happens.
But I just want to give another shout out to the boy Rail, man, and hey, right now, man, her story to tell is on the Remy Network.
Okay.
And you know what I'm saying, and we still my social media, Feral Films and Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and all that.
It's coming. Like, so we got I don't do all that, but
Born in the manger in the dead of winter. And everybody came and gathered around.
The beginning of winter.
If y'all gonna stop that.
The beginning of winter.
If y'all gonna stop that.
Winter starts on the 21st. But y'all stop falling for the pressure of all this stuff that they put you under. I gotta get this gift. I gotta do this. I gotta go into debt to prove that.
Man, throw some shit in the pot, man, to gather with your loved ones and let that be the whole thing.
Love your people.
Mm-hmm.
And appreciate and share the love.
Yeah.
And always look out for the less fortunate because the tables will always turn. Everybody, I want to say 95% of the world is one wrong decision away from being that person that.
If they're going to work on Monday and the job says, hey, we downsizing, I guarantee you by February, you'll be getting like for where you are. Don't be cocky, don't be arrogant, and make moves to make sure that you and your loved ones are good.
I watch it happen all the time, and you know where I'm at. So I'm heavily involved in it. Like, man, it's just crazy how this shit changes. And
in the blink of an eye, your whole situation could change. So
hey,
get over yourself.
Yeah, be kind to one another. Look out for people, the less fortunate. Don't be out there trying to get over and do too much. Because sometimes y'all be out there doing the fool, and y'all gonna run across the wrong people.
Normally, I have about 4 people that sell me their food stamps. I literally have about 13 people hitting me trying to sell me their food stamps, and I already know what they're trying to do. They're trying to raise extra cash to get Christmas presents and stuff for these kids, and I'm sitting there like, y'all gonna go hungry to buy presents for these kids who don't even understand the true meaning and essence of why we even doing this. Like, come on, man. What are we? Come on, melanated folks. What are we out here doing,
Stop
man?
lying to the kids, man. Tell them the truth.
But you can find me across the board, man.
Instagram
With the underscore.
camouflage underscore real, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You can find me at Cognac underscore Confessionals on IG. Cognac Confessionals on
Shout out to
Facebook and
Tiffology.
YouTube. Yeah, shout out to Tiffology, sis in the building, chilling with us as always. But you can always find me. Hey, shout out to all the Sagittariuses. It's our season. You know what I'm saying? Once again, thank everybody for the birthday acknowledgments and wishes.
Mm-hmm.
Humbly thankful. But you can always find me in your chick dreams because that's where I reside. And more importantly, you can find me in the bosom of the universe because that's where I'll call home. You'll get that at 3 in the morning. And be safe. Thank you for everybody that tuned in. Like, subscribe, share. Man, build this shit up. Because, hey, I'm trying to build generational wealth, but we dropping gems and this shit, we the financiers of this, but, hey, we like to make some profits and do shit. We know, but this is what it do.
Mm-hmm.
And the game is to be sold, not told, but we're going to give it to you because we're going to drop gems because that's our moral obligation. But, hey, be safe. Don't be out there on no fuck shit. Fuck Diddy. And now it's time to say goodbye to all my Negro friends. Mm-hmm. Hey, catch y'all next week, man. Be safe. All right.